Alright, so let's start with editing this picture. So what I'm going to be using is my retouching frequency separation. So I'm just going to click on this. It's going to run. So the vibe I'm going for this picture is like a pentally kind of feel, right? Something that look pentally. If you look at the image, let me cancel this. If you look at the image, right, it has this brown, like this brown look, right? So the skin tone is brown and the background is brown. So I wanted to have this kind of painterly kind of thing that like look like a painting, right? So I'm going to click on play here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to reduce, take the blur radius to like 2.8 and click on OK. So the reason I'm using 2.8 is because let me just go back and explain, right? So if I click on play, so what this does is that you can see that there's a blur here, right? If I take it up, you see there is blur. So whatever is here is what you're going to smoothen out. So I want there to be little texture. I don't want a lot of texture, right? So that means I'm going to take it down. So whatever is here, I'm going to blur it out. So that's what it is. I'm just going to use 2.8. I click on OK. Alright, so now we're here, right? Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. So you can see I'm not worried about taking care of the pimple because I know that the pimple is already on the low layer, so I'm just going to fix that with that. So I'm going to turn on the high layer, come to my mixer brush. I take the flow to like 8. So I'm going to change the flow to 8. So the reason I'm using 8 is so that the image, the flow does not get too much and destroy the image. So I'm just going to zoom out and do this, increase the brush and just do a circle and just try to okay. So for the nose, the way what I'm doing is just I'm painting, brushing according to the shape of the nose, right? I don't want to flatten out the nose, so I'm trying to retain the shadows, the shadow on the nose that is giving the nose dimension. So you don't want to just flatten it out like that. But then I want the skin to be smooth, but then there should be also texture. So yeah. All right, so for this neck area, right, you have to be very careful because the shadow, like the dark part, are what gives the neck dimension. You don't want a flat neck. You want a neck to, you want to retain that depth in the neck. So you have to be very careful with the neck. So you have to paint along the areas where there's shadow, where it's dark, and where there's light separately. I don't know if you understand. almost done with this. Let's just do a quick before and after. So this is before and this is after. So one last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to filter, image dynamic, and so I'm clicking on the low layer, right? Filter, image dynamic. I'm going to come to portraiture. Alright, so here I'm just going to leave it as strong because I want the image to be very soft. I want the skin to be very soft. Although making it soft is going to make look unrealistic, but then that's the direction I'm going. Because when you look at paintings, they don't look like humans. They look like painting, right? They look like, yeah. Some people say, "Oh, it looks cartoonish," but yes, that is the vibe I'm going for. All right, so this is before image dynamic and this is after image dynamic. As you can see, the image looking, the skin is looking very smooth out, and yeah. So what I'm going to do here, this is just before and after. Ctrl G, Ctrl G, click on here, Ctrl E, and the Shift E. So this is before and this after. So what I'm going to do is just whiten the eyes. Alright, so I'm going to come to eye and teeth whitening. Right, so I'm going to zoom into the eyes. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to zoom into the eyes and just perform a quick whitening on the eyes. So you're going to pick your brush, your normal brush, come to the mask, make sure that this place is white, is showing white, right? So I'm going to click and just paint on the eyes like this. Right. Then I'm going to click on this. Alright, so before I forget, right? So I have a little announcement to make. I'm releasing a new pack on Monday, right? It's kind of a preset pack, right? On Monday, it's going to start. It's going to be available on Monday, right? But you can still get it today from now. So what it is it contains two Lightroom preset pack, Lightroom and Camera Raw preset pack. So one is a natural pack, so this is like my signature pack. This is the preset I use for my job. So every client's job I have, this is what I use. Then the next pack, the other pack is a filmic pack, right, which is like the cinematic kind of great feel. But then you're not just going to be getting the pack, you're going to be getting like a mini course on Lightroom and Camera Raw. So the Lightroom and Camera Raw course is majorly going to be focused on how to color grade, how to get the best colors from your picture, but then how to also adjust preset. A lot of people get preset and like, oh, this preset do not work on me, you know. But the thing is, you have to know how to adjust preset. There's this way to adjust preset to make preset work for you. So you're going to get those you're going to get the mini course, right? I did it for both Lightroom and Camera Raw. If you are using Lightroom, you can watch the tutorial on the course on Lightroom. If you are using Camera Raw, you can watch the course on Camera Raw. That's not just all you're going to be getting from the course. I'm still going to show you how to adjust LUTs, right? So a lot of people also get LUTs. They just expect it to work once, but yeah, most times it works once, but there are some certain things you need to do to make it work. Sometimes it does not work on your image, but you can actually adjust the LUTs. So I'm going to show you how to adjust LUTs, not presets. Presets for Lightroom or Camera Raw. LUTs are the ones I'm going to use in this image to color grade the image. But then I'm going to show you how to color grade, how to adjust LUTs. The last thing you're going to learn is I'm going to show you how to create auto retouch action. A lot of people have been asking me, oh, there's auto retouch action is strange right now, do you have the action? I'm like, no, I don't have. But instead of giving you the action, I'm going to show you how to create it. going to show you how to actually create the action for yourself. If you are the person that, oh, I don't have power to be creating these things here, the one I created in the course, you can get it also, right? Not just that, you're still going to be getting lots also. You're going to be getting lots to also that you can actually adjust and make it suit your purpose, right? So yeah, if you're interested, you can come to my WhatsApp DM and you can continue the conversation from there. All right, so now I've done with these eyes. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to reduce the opacity. Come to this also, which is the opacity. Then I'm just going to Ctrl E. Then the next one, something I'm not done. I'm not saved this file. Let me save it. Okay. The next one I'm going to do now is just come to color lookup. I'm just going to choose the lots and we're going to get along from there. So yeah, so this actually works for the vibe I'm going for. I'm going for a brown tone vibe. So it kind of look like painting, right? So I'm going to add one more and let's see how that works. Yeah, let's check it out. I think this is too red. Let's check this out. Alright, so this works also. I'm just going to reduce the opacity to 25. Let's reduce this also. Alright, so one thing I can do, I can press Ctrl G. I want this, the skin is already soft, but I want it also to be very soft. So I'm going to come to filter and use image dynamic again, portraiture, to soften it out more, right? I want the skin to be like very, very soft. So now I'm not applying it on the frequency separation, I'm applying it on the image directly itself. So now I'm pushing this on a new layer. So when you're using portraiture, always put it on a new layer so that you can be able to adjust the opacity, right? Alright, so this before and this is after. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to reduce the opacity a little bit. Yeah, so something like this, and I'm going to create a mask. So I'm going to remove the effect of the portraiture on key areas that need to be sharp. So I'm going to take my brush, increase it, press S on my keyboard to make this place black. Then I need to come to the eyebrow. I remove it because the eyebrow needs to be sharp. Come here also and remove it from the eyebrow. Remove from the eyes, right? Remove from the eyes also. Then come to the lips and take it out on the lips, right? Okay, there's something I forget. The eye, there's kind of a wrinkle on this eye here that I didn't fix, but anyways, you can fix that. Coming from here also. Then, do I like the way the hair is soft? I mean, there's some cyan on the hair that I don't like. I'm going to fix that in a bit. Anyway, so yeah, I think this looks good. Okay, so one last thing we're going to do on this is I'm saying one last thing, but I'm just trying to make the image. So I'm going to come to, okay, let's do this. Let me show you easy way of doing it without action. So I can come here like this, create a new layer, change layer to color, right? So what I want to do is just even out the skin tone, right? Although the skin tone is even, but there are some areas that are still showing up as black that I don't want. So I'm just going to pick a random color, not a random color like sample. Click Alt on your keyboard to sample a color. Then I'm just going to like paint on the image like so. Alright, so just a quick one. I've done this. What I'm going to do is um reduce the opacity, right? The opacity down. Like, yeah, so this is good. Now I'm going to reduce the flow. Why am I reducing the flow? Because I want to paint on this hair. I want to add the color on the hair area here. So you have to reduce the flow so that it does not affect the black hair. Anyways, so I think this is good. Let's reduce this further a bit. Good, and see what happens. So when it comes to this part of the retouching process, I can take hours on this because doing one thing you see something else I need to do. I'm like, where will it when will it ever stop, right? Anyway, so I'm going to just sum everything up together. So this before and this after, this before and this is after.